Well, if somebody gets an eviction notice, the first thing I'm gonna tell them is to go down to City Hall and go to the Office of Tenant Legal Services and get some help. I received a letter in the mail, about an eviction.
When I received my eviction notice, I was panicking. I did not know what to do, where to go.
When you are faced with these type of issues, the first thing you think about is, how can I afford a lawyer? It's scary because it's like, okay, am I gonna win this, or, am I not?
I came to the Office of Tenant Legal Services. I did get help.
Mayor Baraka created the Office of Tenant Legal Services to assist residents of Newark who are facing eviction and threats of eviction.
Look, we provide free legal services to tenants that are facing eviction. Many of you didn't know that. And since its creation, we've helped nearly 3,000 people stay in their homes.
The reason why the Victoria Foundation thought this initiative was important for us to get behind was to help stem the eviction crisis that was coming up in the city of Newark.
When the eviction was dismissed with the help of the Tenant Legal Services, I felt so great. I had to tell my kids, we are okay. We do not have to leave the apartment. They were very happy, and they continue with their work for school.
Comforting to know that there's somebody out here that can help when you actually don't know what the legal things are that can help you. My feelings on the Office of Tenant Legal Services is that they're a blessing.
Oh, I think the eviction crisis in the city of Newark is much more complex than we realize. Not only are we helping the families who come forward who have the problem, we also know that through this work of this office, there are many other families who are suffering in silence because they are facing scams or forced evictions or illegal evictions, and they really don't know they have a place to go. So having this office is really a lifesaver for hundreds and hundreds of families in the city of Newark annually who will have no other place to go.
My name is Alaba Amisa. I came to the Office of Tenant Legal Services because I needed help and I was about to be evicted.
My name is Nicole Germain. I'm a Newark resident. Got a letter in the mail saying that I was going to be evicted.
We see many cases where a tenant has a legitimate legal defense to eviction, or cases where a tenant might be being wrongfully evicted for, say, a unlawful rent increase for a non-payment of rent case.
The issue that I had with my landlord, he was not repairing nothing. The landlord left us in the cold. We had to put the oven on and put water on to heat up the water to have the apartment warm. Refused to fix it. He said he does not want it to repair it. He wants us to leave. At that time, we didn't owe him nothing.
The issue with my landlord was that he wasn't paying the water bill. I had leakage from plumbing, from my bathrooms, from the ceiling, and his type of repair would be just put a coat of paint on it, and that's it. And he was also trying to charge me double the rent.
And without a tenant having the ability to seek legal advice before trial, they can definitely face wrongful evictions.
I met with somebody and I explained everything that was going on with the landlord and me. I live with my children. My 10-year-old, he's autistic. He's very afraid of the landlord because the landlord came into the apartment, knocked on the door, screaming and cursing at us and all of that to leave the apartment. He's just telling me, you have to leave before I can fix my apartment.
When I went to City Hall, I pretty much just wanted, information about my landlord and other information about how I can, face him in court. So I told him my situation, and she pretty much said, well, you know what? We can help you. He wasn't registered with the Office of Rent Control. He wasn't paying taxes on the house. Ms. Diane also made sure that it was known that my rent was only supposed to be $1,000 instead of $2,000, which he was trying to charge me illegally.
We went to court. Diane did represent me. We were there, and the landlord, even though that the payment was met, the payments were met, The landlord tried to evict me anyways, and Diane has stopped that.
OTLS has a documented history of winning cases both inside and outside of the courthouse.
My opinion of this program is that it has been a tremendous success. Not only has it helped hundreds of families stave off evictions, it helped raise up some of the critical issues on why families find themselves in this position, and has helped uncover some of the unscrupulous landlords and other practices that led families to this position.
They made the process so easy and seamless. They looked over my paperwork, and then next thing you know, she told me, hey, I'm gonna represent you.
It did not take long at all. They were very fast, and Diane has stopped the eviction.
After the mediation, I felt great because once again, he wanted $22,000 and I left there paying him under $4,000. I felt great. I felt like I won.
Yes, I did tell a couple people if they have problem with the landlord to go to the city hall.
The advice that I would give somebody if they receive an eviction notice is to go down to City Hall, to the Office of Tenant Legal Services, and see what help that they can get from them. They're doing a very good job out here because there are people like me that don't know that these landlords out here are supposed to abide by regulations. You try to, cheat us, and justice, prevailed.
Tenants facing eviction who are seeking help can visit us at our office at City Hall or call us or visit our website.